We're really excited about both Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Obviously, the Vita, it's a handheld system, so it's not going to be possible to kind of stuff that full arcade experience into a handheld. I mean, you don't have a joystick, you don't have a big screen that you can kind of, bump around with your friends on. However, we do feel that the Vita gives us a chance to provide players basically, when they have time, when they're out and about, they've got it in their pocket, they want to play Street Fighter, and they can, and basically the biggest goal in Street Fighter is to get better and better at the game, and with PS Vita versions of these games, it's going to allow them to brush up on their skills, and since it's the exact same content, it's the same big game that you're playing on your PlayStation or your Xbox at home, you can take that, that practice time, if you will, home and use it to be better when you play online with your friends or with your friends in your living room. And so that's been kind of a really interesting opportunity. So basically the thing about the Pandora mode, this game is a game that combines two IPs, Street Fighter and Tekken. Obviously it's based on the Street Fighter engine, so there's already a lot of Street Fighter elements like the super arts that all the characters have in the game. And we wanted to figure out how to bring more of a Tekken feel into the game, because obviously Street Fighter and Tekken, they're two very, very different play styles. And what Pandora has allowed us to do is by sacrificing one of your characters' energy to give you this incredible power, it feels a lot more like kind of a Tekken rush right at the end, where a Tekken player is just kind of trying to get this huge combo that can kind of decide everything. And it's not too possible to do that right from the beginning in a Street Fighter match, but with this last kind of 25% of energy, you can make kind of a Street Fighter style choice. Do I want to go ahead and throw the dice on Pandora mode and kind of do this final rush, or do I choose to use kind of the more Street Fighter style elements and systems, the super arts? Obviously there's other elements of the game that are very Tekken-like, the tag elements and the crosses and the juggles and things like that. But this is kind of one thing that let us bring more of that just kind of Tekken rush, kind of intense, kind of decide everything in one big hit feel to the game. Yeah, we definitely thought of a lot of different things for kind of this stage of the battle, and again, we're talking about kind of deciding everything, right? We've got things like the traditional Tekken combos with the strong, medium, weak, medium, strong, and comboing and everything like that. We even for a while talked about doing these combos, kind of where you've got both characters and you're kind of catching one player in the middle and beating them up from both sides. And we thought, all right, well, the pacing of a Street Fighter match and a Tekken match is very different. A Tekken match, again, everything can be decided on the first, like, rock, paper, scissors throw. In Street Fighter, it's more like you've got stage 1, and then stage 1-1, and then stage 1-2, if you will, like, you have an initial fight, and then you kind of back off again. And what Pandora speaks to is kind of the very end, like stage maybe 1-3 or 1-4, where you are kind of at your limits, and you just kind of want to go all out. And the power that you get with Pandora is incredible. I mean, you can do almost anything possible in unlimited amounts within that time you have, but definitely you're going to die if you fail. And we felt that was really compelling for that kind of final part of a round. Well, the last big system that we're going to be introducing before release is the gem system, which I don't know if you were able to check out the stage yesterday, but we're going to be having another stage on Sunday. Basically, up until now, when you're playing Street Fighter, the view that I use and the view that you use, it's the same character, right? Obviously, there's level of skill that change that, but when you kind of get two people who are increasing their skill together and they get up to the top level of play, you get to the point where, it's just luck or, just one person reading the other one better that kind of decides matches. Then down here, you've got two people who are just kind of throwing the same fireballs and dragon punches at each other trying to hit with a special move. So, this time we thought, what can we do to, like, at any level, to kind of add a little bit of interesting difference to two people who are using the same character. And that's what the gem system's all about. It's about customizing the same character so that the view that I use and the view that you use aren't necessarily the same as they have been, up until now. By kind of putting these gems, attaching these gems to your character, which is kind of like patches, you'll be able to, you know, not change just the looks of your character, the colors of your character, but the special moves, the timing. And then, you know, it's a fighting game, but it's still Street Fighter, but it's also like a little bit of Magic the Gathering almost, where you know, just add these little customizations to make an even more full experience. Personally, Ono, you know, he's kind of been thinking, well, aren't we already done already? But, you know, it gets to the point where, you know, there's definitely still things we could address. There's still balancing that we could do, and that's definitely what this 2012 edition is about. It's about perfecting the game and really coming out with the ultimate version of, you know, Street Fighter 4. Now, after that, you know, there may be balancing patches and things like that, or, you know, we might want to fix something else if we see something. Whether that's going to be another game like Ultimate Street Fighter 4 or not, obviously he doesn't know right now, but personally, he'd rather move on to the next thing. Yeah, personally, Ono would much rather focus on a Street Fighter 5 or a new Darkstalkers game, if the company would, you know, want to do that.